If you have large amounts of data to enter into Sage 50 Cloud accounts, or want to make changes to multiple records, you can save lots of time by using the Import Data option. This brings all of your data into the software in one go, rather than manually entering each individual item. Let's take a quick look at the import process. Within Sage 50 Cloud accounts, open the File menu, choose Import, and then you're presented with the Data Import Wizard. You'll see the welcome message. Now the welcome message includes a link where you can actually click that link and download the import template. And you are prompted to backup, which we would always recommend that you do before you follow the data import process. In our example, we'll skip past that. So we'll click Next, choose which data type we want to import. Now in this case, we're going to import some transactions. So audit trail transactions. Click Next. You're then prompted to browse for your file. So it's an Excel file that we want to import. We'll click Browse. Choose the file that contains the transactions that we want to import. You click Open. Select the box if your file that you've selected contains headings for the rows. Ours does, because we are using the template in this instance. So we click Next. And that brings up the field mappings option. Now basically we're presented with a list of Sage fields, and we're also presented with a list of imported fields. So these are the column headings for the various rows that you have. Now if it's like for like, so it's exactly the same sort of wording and spelling, then it will match it automatically. But if there's a column where it doesn't recognize it, you're going to need to map that field. So for instance, we don't have anything mapped against the nominal account reference. So all we do, we click into that field, and then from the drop down, we choose the column heading that contains the nominal account reference from our import file. So in this case, it's N/C. And you would just repeat that for any other fields that you need to map. And you must make sure you've got something mapped against the required fields. So there'll be a little asterisk in that column for any required fields. So we'll just scroll down, make sure we've got them all mapped, which we have in this case. Click Next, and then we're ready to click Import. So we click Import. Does two passes. The first pass will read your information and validate it, make sure it contains the right information. The second pass is where it writes that information into your data. So in this case, it gives us a list of all of the records that have been imported. There aren't any errors. If there were, it would tell us that in the bottom, tell us what the errors were. So we can just click Close, and that's the process complete. We've now just imported all of those transactions from that import file into our accounts.